What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show here with yours truly, Vegas Al, ready to break down January 23rd's action here for Friday. Got a big weekend ahead of us here. We finally broke the losing streak here today, a nice 2-0 day. Been keeping it light since about Monday. Like I said, I was cold, so treading lightly. I was just like, man, Spurs better get this one done. So minus 13, that covers versus the Jazz. Just felt Jazz was public dog. And then the under hit there in Hornets and Magic. Finally, a winning day. I'll take it. It's long overdue. But we move on now to Friday's slate. Not to talk about tomorrow's episode, but tomorrow's episode is a great one to tune into. Obviously, this one here tonight as well. We're going to break down NBA, college basketball, hockey. I have some tennis. I have some soccer. Tomorrow's episode's a smorgasbord of sports, though. We'll have UFC. We'll have NFL. We'll have college hoops, NBA hoops, hockey, tennis, soccer. So much action tomorrow. Your head's going to start spinning. Really, really excited for this upcoming weekend. Again, the first UFC card of the year on Paramount Plus as well. So get your Paramount Plus. I can't even. What is it? Prescription? No, prescription's a freaking pharmacy term. Subscription. Get that up to date and everything, and watch those UFC cards if you guys care about it. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to break down fights, whole 9 yards, NFL. Like I said, this is the weekend to hop on a 7-day, a 3-day pass. Lots of action. I just got back on the winning track today. I feel like I'm going to keep it going here. Love tomorrow's slate, and I love this upcoming weekend slates. Enough ripping and rapping here. I'll start getting into these picks here for tomorrow. We're going to start off in the NBA. Again, like and subscribe here. Link in the description also takes you to Tony'sPicks.com, where our best picks and content are at. So we'll start off with this first game here. Rockets and Pistons. I like the Pistons here, minus the 3. Been a profitable team this year, ATS-wise, 23-19 to the number, 18-4 at home straight up. You're laying just about a bucket here. Injury report-wise, really the only concern if you're wanting to back the Pistons, Karis LeVert, Cade Cunningham are still on here with an illness. That'd be some bull jive if they don't play tomorrow. That's all I got to say. Pistons on a 4-game winning streak, second defensive rated team in the NBA, number 1 in steals. A very deep team. Ron Holland comes to mind off the bench, what he's done. Jaren Durant, Tobias Harris is now back in the fold of things. He was hurt for a little while. Very deep team, 11 guys averaging 17 minutes or more on this Pistons squad, looking like the beast of the East. Pistons won the first meeting as well back in October when these two played. That was in Houston. Pistons here now at home, like I alluded to, 18-4 this year at home. I think they get themselves another win here versus the Rockets. All over the Pistons. Again, the spread minus 3. So there you go. Pistons here in that one. We got Suns. We got Hawks. Let me get the numbers here. Minus 3.5 I'm seeing here with the Suns. Let me get the total for you guys. I didn't get the total for you in the last game. I'm just giving you guys what I'd bet on. I see a minus 2.5 here with the Suns now. I like that. I mean, Suns 16-3-1 to the number in their last 20 games, 31-13 ATS-wise this year. The Suns just straight printing money. You're only having to lay pretty much a bucket here. Hawks did win the first meeting of the season between these two teams, so also a little bit of a revenge angle. This is the 6th straight road game for the Suns. They have been playing very, very well, though, here on this road trip and really all season long on the road. Again, a pretty solid number to have to lay. I get it, you're on the road, but again, Suns, like I said, playing pretty well. Minus 2.5 is where I'm looking. I like a Devin Booker prop. Again, he has been scoring over 24.5 points. That's where I'm expecting the line at 24.5. He has hit that in 8 out of his last 11 games. The 3-point shot for him is down this year. That's the only concern. He's only shooting 30% from the three-point land this year is Devin Booker. Is that just junk volume? Is it the stroke is not there? Or I know he's shooting a lot. He's not scared to shoot that rock. He had 23 shots to make 27 points there versus the Hawks in the first meeting of the year. I like Devin Booker to have himself a night, even maybe a couple good three-point performances coming up for him. It's going to start going the other way for him. Too good of a scorer. And I like the Suns here minus the 2.5. Not just Devin Booker, Gillespie, and the rest of this crew. Give me the Suns here minus the 2.5 in that one. Am I just going to keep giving out favorites? Looks like it. I mean, we got Celtics here minus the 8.5 here on the road versus Brooklyn. Season series is 1-1. When you look, the Knicks and the Raptors are right on the Celtics' tail here for that number 2 seed in the East. I expect Boston to handle business here. You know, they've been beating a lot of these teams by double digits when they do win. I don't know. To me, Boston here is where I'd look. This is the first time they're not laying double digits versus the Nets in it's been 8 meetings in a row they've had to lay double digits. This is the first time they're not having to. I get it. It's almost double digits, minus 8.5. But when you look injury report-wise, let me pull that up. I'm seeing Derek White is going to be out and Josh Minot. Really just Haywood Highsmith here for the Nets. A lot of people might think this is a nice spot. Nets are just losers of 3 straight, 2-8 in their last 10. They're 6-16 at home straight up. I just don't want to overthink it. I think the first 3 games of the day are a little bit chalky here. Another favorite I'd be on here with those Boston Celtics minus the 8.5. All right, here we go. We finally got a little bit of value. We got the Cavaliers and Kings. Actually, has gone down a little. I saw this at 12.5 earlier with the Sacramento Kings. Now down to 11.5. Those Cavaliers are having to lay. When we look at the injury report, really just Keegan Murray for the Kings. And now Sam Merrill, Max Strus, and Darius Garland still out for the Cavs. Those are 3 big pieces. I don't know. To me, I get the Kings starting to fall back to their normal ways here after that nice little money line win streak they've had. They've lost 3 straight since, 4-6 in their last 10. They were losing a lot before that little streak as well. 3-17 on the road this year straight up. I believe they've lost 7 straight road games. Yes, 7 straight road losses for the Kings. You look historically, though, they're 6-2 against the spread on the road versus Cleveland. They've been getting a lot of points, and they're getting a lot of points here. I could argue the Cavs aren't playing that well right now at home. 1-4 to the number in their last 5 games. Both teams have been burning money all year long. Kings 17-28 to the number. Cavs 16-29 to the number. The better of both evils, in my opinion, is getting on this plus 12 with the Kings. At least you have a little bit of value in your pocket. Am I rushing to the window? Not necessarily. Again, both teams are burning money year long. But forced to play, I'd be on the value here with those Sacramento Kings in that one. We got Pelicans. We got Grizzlies. This game here, I'm seeing Pelicans as 4.5-point dogs. That's where out 5.5-point dogs now. The injury report was a mess in this one. Alvarado still out. Herbert Jones still game time now for the Pelicans. Really just those 2 pieces. But for the Grizzlies, it's a mess. Ty Jerome, John Moran, Santi Aldama, Scottie Pippen, Brandon Clark, and Zach Edey all on the injury report. I mean, Matt, are the Grizzlies still a pretty good team without all those pieces? Yes, we've seen them kind of makeshift their roster. Some G League guys have gotten their opportunity as well on this team and have played well. Cam Spencer comes to mind. What do you call it? To me, still too many injuries on the Grizzlies side to feel comfortable laying 5.5 points. Grizzlies are 18-24 to the number this year, losing about 6 units if you've betted them straight up. You know, despite being on a 4-12 ATS run here for the New Orleans Pelicans, last 16 games, again, 4-12 to the number, not that pretty. But 23-22 still this year against the spread. You're getting 5.5 points with a young, energetic team still here with the Pelicans. You know, Zion, Poole, Trey Murphy, who's not playing actually, but no, he is. It's Herbert Jones who's not playing. Still, obviously, Derek Queen. I like this team here. Jeremiah Fears, plenty of talent. A team I'm looking towards the future here, what this team can do. They need a veteran presence to really get them over the edge. I know I'm talking more future here instead of this game right in front of us. Still, 5.5 points seems like some value here with the Pelicans. That's where I'd be in that one. So there, I've given you 2 straight dogs there. In this one, possibly a 3rd straight dog here. We got Pacers. We got Thunder. I'm not going to dig too much into the ATS numbers and all that stuff. Obviously, the Thunder are the better team this year, no doubt about it. We got a finals rematch here. 15.5 is feeling like way too much, though. I am expecting a motivation spot here. Not only did Indiana get, they didn't cover versus the Celtics, but that's a bounce back spot right here. Also, like I said, the finals rematch has a little bit of motivation, you would think, towards the Pacers side. They at least want to try to compete in this one on the road here in OKC. OKC has been a juggernaut this year at home, no mistake. Mathurin is still on the injury report. He's going to be listed as out. Quentin Jackson, Obi Toppin still on the injury report as well for the Pacers. But a host of guys for the Thunder. Caruso, AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Hartenstein, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, both the Jalen Williams on the injury report. The good one, as we like to say here, with the hamstring injury. Nikola Topic as well on the injury report. You're talking, 8 guys I'm seeing on the Thunder injury report for tomorrow. I could obviously say they're probably not going to lose this one outright on the money line, even though you guys know my theory. If I'm going to touch a dog plus the points, you might as well have a little bit of a sprinkle on that moolah money line. You're going to get a fat price with those Pacers. I'm going to be on the plus 15.5 with the Pacers. I just feel like it's too much in this motivational spot. Again, finals rematch from last season. Would like all the horses in the stable there for the Pacers, but I still think we can find some pieces with McConnell, Nembhard, Nesmith. There's a couple guys. The bigs have stepped up. Siakam, Huff, Micah Potter. Give me those Pacers here plus the 15.5 in this one. We got Nuggets. We got Bucks. Boy, oh boy, those Bucks, man. I was fade central with them, and then they burned me there. Tried to fade them again versus the Hawks. Good thing I knew to fade them there versus the Thunder. I don't know. To me, here in this spot, they're laying 6.5 points. I'm not in love with this Bucks squad. I don't know. Giannis has been looking like he wants out. Let's just keep it real here. Injury report-wise, let me get to that before I get into anything else. For the Nuggets, it's looking like Christian Braun, Cam Johnson, obviously Jokic, and now Tamar Bates are all on the injury report listed as out for tomorrow. The Bucks, Miles Turner, who I think this team would need. They need that size down low. Kevin Porter, who's been a big-time scorer for them when he's played. That's an extra perimeter piece that I think they're going to miss dearly. And then obviously Taurean Prince has been on this thing for the last month or so. I just am not interested in laying anything with the Bucks. About 11 days ago, the Nuggets got this done 108-104. This one here smells like a Nuggets spot. You guys know I like backing this G League makeshift team here. Zeke Naji, Peyton Watson, the rest of these guys that have come up and proven themselves. And I don't see a Jamal Murray on the injury report, so that's good. Another big piece to have. Aaron Gordon looking like he should go tomorrow as well. Way too much value, in my opinion, on the Nuggets here, plus the 6.5. That's where I'd be. Definitely a sprinkle on the money line. Doc Rivers. Oh, boy. We got Raptors. We got Trailblazers. Final NBA game I will discuss here with you guys. Raptors laying 5.5 points here on the road. When you look at this one here, 1 second. 5.5 on the road. Injury report-wise, Jacoby Walter, Colin Murray-Borles, RJ Barrett, all listed here on the injury report, as well as Jakob Poeltl and Chucky Hepburn. So about 5 pieces could possibly be out tomorrow for the Raptors. For the Trailblazers, Avicii's on the game-time decision here. Chris Murray, Scoot Henderson, Matisse Thybulle, and Blake Wesley all listed as out for tomorrow. So two teams semi-banged up here in this one. Not comfortable in laying 5.5 points still on the road. I get it. The Raptors are probably the better squad. They did win the last meeting between these two teams, 121-118. Would have not covered this minus 5.5. Just a little uncomfortable here laying 5.5 points. Really probably won't be even betting this game if I'm being honest, but I'm going to give you guys my opinion. Force to play. I got to take the points here with the Blazers. I will want a Denny Avdija here, who's listed as a game time to play. Still like Drew Holiday here, mugging people. Still a great defensive guard. Yeah, there's enough for me to get on the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant, another good piece. So there you go. Trailblazers, Raptors. I'd be on the Blazers there plus the 5. So it opened up kind of chalky in the NBA, and then it got a little dog heavy towards the end. Let's see what these comments have to say before I get on into some NHL action. We got Sonny in the chat. I don't know how every night I keep finding these NBA teams that want to score 12 points in the fourth quarter. Yikes, 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 yikes. That happened to me the other night as well. Do not worry about it. Nature of the beast, man. Finally, in a little bit of a jovial mood, finally got a winning day. Who was the team that scored 12 there in the fourth quarter? I'm looking. I'm going through all the games. Who was it? Was it the Wizards? No. It has to be the Heat or the Clippers. I don't know what's going on because Clippers are up. But, yeah, Sonny, hurts to see that, man. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. We're due for a hot streak together. How do I figure out which these teams are not going to try? The way we like to try to get that here is look for back-to-back spots. Absolutely. Back-to-back spots. Look at also who they're playing next. Look ahead and back-to-back spots is all I like to say. It was just an example, not a specific team. Gotcha. I feel you. But yes, no, a lot of these teams, especially on these back-to-backs, I got burned with the Spurs the other night. They wound up tanking in the fourth quarter. Tired legs. I don't know. To me, I can go on a rant and I'll save it for another night. But let's get into some hockey here. We got Vegas Golden Knights and those Maple Leafs in a revenge spot. Anybody that was on those Maple Leafs that last time out will definitely remember it. What an ugly come from behind victory they gave Vegas there. I don't know. Goalies in this one. Let's get to that, and then I'll start talking here. First off, VGK minus 120 here in Toronto. That's interesting. Aiden Hill is expected to go. Joseph Wall here expected to go as well. I don't know, man. Both teams on a 2-game losing streak. I got to just almost auto play it. I got to go Maple Leafs. I mean, it's a revenge spot. I can say that, but I also just think the better team. I don't know how they let that game go last time. A little bit of it being in Vegas, I guess, but now in Toronto on home ice, I'm expecting them to get it done I'm seeing almost even money here with the Maple Leafs. I got to go there in that one. We got Lightning. We got Blackhawks. Boy, oh boy. Vasilevsky here is expected versus Soderblom, who, 3.97 goals allowed per game this season. If you look, 5 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals, 6 goals in his last 5 games. Very sketchy having a backhand with an .868 save percentage as well. Both teams a little bit on a little upswing here, 2-game winning streak. Still, I think Lightning way, way better team. You actually look, Chicago won the last meeting this year back in October, 3-2. So also revenge angle here for those Tampa Bay Lightning. You want to look just to make sure the Lightning don't have a look ahead. They play the Blue Jackets next. I don't think they're really in too much care. Vasilevsky, again, a 2.18 goals allowed per game, a 917 save percentage. You look how he's done 1 goal, 1 goal, 2 goals, 1 goal, 2 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals in his last couple games. The guys, as advertised, I'm not going to step in front of the Lightning, even though we have a nice plus price with the Blackhawks. I get it, minus 250. Is it parlay piece with a soccer game that I can talk about later? Possibly. Minus 1.5 is going to be juiced. I don't like laying that. But again, you guys understand I'm on the Lightning here in this one. Try not to get on the Blackhawks as a dog. I just feel like it's a little donation here in this spot. We got Blues. We got Stars. Blues are the plus 140 dog. Hofer is in net expected here versus Ottinger. Hofer hasn't been bad as of late. 2 goals. Did give up 4, then 3, then 3, then 2, 2, 2, and 2. So, yes, I get it. A 2.73 goals allowed. It's actually slightly above what Ottinger's 2.67 goals allowed. But, Ottinger is going to start turning things around. He already has 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals in just his last couple outings. Rantanen, still I'm seeing here on the injury report. We'll see if he's going to step up and play. It's illness. That's all I got to say. St. Louis did win the first meeting 3-1 here back in October. Stars have not been playing good this month, really. Minus 170 is juiced. I do think this is a puck line spot. I think Stars finally get themselves a big-time win. I just not going to overthink it. Stars here minus the 1.5. Keep it square. Keep it simple in this one. And this is one I'm going to take a shot. We got Avalanche. We got Flyers. Avalanche here minus 300. I don't know. Maybe an under 2 as well because I like Vladar. Vladar's expected in goal, which I'm seeing also him on IR. So you got to kind of check that. I don't know why it's saying he's expected. If he is going, that's nice because, look at what he's been doing. Since January 14th, or actually since the beginning of the new year, 2 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals. He did have a 4 goal and then 2 goals. So he's been, that 2.46 goals allowed per game has kind of been as of late. Mackenzie Blackwood also been a very good goalie this year. But his last outing there, January 16th, gave up 5 goals there to Nashville in a loss. I could argue maybe he's not going to do that again, but I kind of like an under scrappy type game here in Colorado. Not mad at a plus 1.5 at the Flyers. Not mad at anybody wanting to sprinkle a little bit on that money line. I think this is a dog shot. Obviously, the Avalanche at home are like an 18-2 or something this year. But they have a little Canadian road trip, 3 games here in front of them. Maple Leafs, Senators, Canadians on the road. Last game at home. I could argue they might want to get this one done, but I'm not going to be laying no minus 300. Like I said, I've given you some reasons how you can get on some plus money with the Flyers. Let me double check this goalie situation before I move on because now I'm intrigued. Daily face-off sometimes is not reliable. Let's just be real. Starting goalies. Going to a different one. Let me see. For Friday. Pulling it up. 1 second. I'm seeing Vladar, so I don't know. Do with that as you wish. Obviously, wait until tomorrow. Daily Dangle will have some more information, hopefully some more confirmations with these goalies. But I got to be honest, I'm leaning the plus money here with the Flyers in that one. We got Capitals. We have Flames. You guys know I've been roasting Capitals all year long, calling them old and not, the same Capitals team of the past. Flames have been a thorn in my side really all year long. Capitals losers of 4 straight. Flames losers of 2 straight. Calgary won the last meeting. This was last season, though, 3-1. This one taking place, obviously, in Calgary. Washington here, when you look who they play next, they have a trip to those Oilers on Saturday night. So this is definitely what we're talking about here with a look-ahead spot. Logan Thompson is expected in goal. So we will see. He did just go on the 21st versus the Canucks in a losing effort. He also losing effort versus the Panthers and San Jose Sharks. 3 straight losses for him. I don't know if he'll even go. It's, saying it's expected. Devin Cooley, on the other hand, is expected for the Flames, and he's been, a 2.18 goals allowed all season. 2 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal, 0 goals, 3 goals. as of late. We're going to go plus money with the Flames. I'm reluctant on it because, boy, oh boy, I hate betting the Flames. They're not that good of a hockey team. Let's just keep it real. But I think the spot here says to get on some plus money. I don't want to lay minus 140 on the road with the Capitals, who are still on a little bit of a rut. Like I said, losers of 4 straight. I'm not going to overthink it. I'll say get some plus money with the Flames. They make the Capitals lose 5 straight. Give me those Calgary Flames here in that one. We got Devils. We have Canucks. When I look here at this one, I'm seeing Markstrom and Lankinen here expected in goal. Both of these guys, year-long wise, have been giving up some goals, especially Markstrom as of late. Yes, I get it. He had the nice performance versus Calgary, but like I said, that's Calgary. 9 goals versus the Islanders? Not going to get that out of my mind. That was earlier this month. 2 goals, 4 goals, 1 goal since. So, he's kind of turned it around. Not going to hate on him too much. But boy, oh boy, the Canucks are they finally broke the losing streak. Don't get me wrong, but it was like 13 in a row or something like that before this. And I'm not necessarily, of course, they beat those Capitals too. Again, pointing towards the Flames in that last one. But again, Devils, Canucks, I'm not in a rush to bet this one. Let's just be real. I don't want to lay minus 150 on the road with the Devils. I don't want to back the Canucks, even if you're getting a little bit of plus money. They're just an abysmal team. I don't know. Devils have been trending to the under all year long. Canucks have been struggling to score. 2-1 Vancouver win last time these two teams played in December. I can argue I'd get on an under if forced to bet on this game. Devils, again, trending heavily to the under this season in this one. So under Devils and Canucks. We got Rangers. We have Sharks. Oh, man, those Rangers have been just disgusting this year. Just disgusting. Now, again, another 2 straight losses after snapping the losing streak here. I don't know, man. The West Coast trip hasn't treated them well. Just put it that way. Losers to the Kings, losers to the Ducks. I don't know. To me, the line's a little wacky, though. I would still argue they're a better team than the Sharks. Let's just be real. Askarov and Quick are expected. Quick has just been a shell of himself this season. Just look at what he's done as of late. 4 goals allowed, 6 goals, 3 goals, 6 goals, 4 goals here for Jonathan Quick. Not a backable goalie with a .885 save percentage. Askarov, very similar numbers. Actually, more goals allowed per game this season, a 3.51. It's just this one I'm not rushing to bet. The homer in me wants to get on those Rangers. 6-5 San Jose win back in October when these two teams met. I could argue an under. Again, Rangers, another team that trends to the under. I just know the Sharks, though, can get up and downs. Macklin, Celebrini, etc. I'm struggling in this one because I kind of want the plus money with the Rangers, but they've just been playing so bad. Are they going to leave this West Coast road trip just winless? Who they got next to? Rangers next up have the Bruins back at home. That's on Monday. Friday night, last game on the West Coast road trip. I'll find a way to get a little bit of plus money with my Rangers. I will admit a little bit of a homer pick, but goodness gracious, they should get this one done. Give me the Rangers here, plus the 110 in that one. We got Ducks. We have Kraken. Let me pull this one up. Kraken here, minus 120 favorite at home. Dostal and Dacourt here expected in goals. Ducks winners of 5 straight. Did whoop up on those Rangers a couple of games ago. Playing some pretty solid hockey. They've been streaky all year long, either massive winning streaks or massive losing streaks. Rolling hot. Don't want to back the Kraken. Also, revenge angle for the Ducks. Back December 22nd, Kraken did win 3-1. So, I don't know. To me, I'll get on a little bit of the better team here with the Ducks. I like this squad a lot. Just looking at the injury report, because Troy Terry, Carlson, and Frank Vetrano, pieces on this Duck squad are missing. It hasn't affected them. Goudier, expected goal. Seneke, expected goal. I'll go with the Ducks here. Keep rolling along with those Anaheim Ducks in this one. And I believe you're getting even money there. Yes, you are. We'll fade the Kraken at any cost. Ducks here, even money in that one. All right, got through hockey for you guys. Now we're back into some college basketball here. Only a couple games I'm really going to discuss. Another tricky slate here. Love Saturday's college basketball slate. We've been doing homework on Saturday college basketball all week. I'm not going to say anything about it yet, but, I feel good about it. Hopefully we can get a freaking good Saturday of college basketball this weekend. It takes the work all throughout the week, in my opinion, if you want to win on Saturday. That's neither here or there. Let's talk about Friday night's games. What's this first one here? St. Bonaventure ain't St. Louis. Yeah, I know. I told you guys to lay with St. Louis against Duquesne. I still think Duquesne sucks. Are they better than they have been in the past? Yes, but I don't know. St. Louis should have covered that. Going up against St. Bonaventure, who they like to play slow, play half court through the big. Wojnarowski, the Mr. ESPN general manager, fake guru here, got no problem fading St. Bonaventure. Let's look at all the statistics that St. Louis is going to dominate them in. Rebounding, St. Louis is a top 5 team. 3-point field goal percentage, points per game, 91, ninth in the country. Pace of play as well as a humongous discrepancy. Can definitely see them running them out the gym. St. Louis on a 12-game win streak. You look historically head-to-head, St. Louis is 7-3 to the number versus St. Bonaventure in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. Also 6 straight Atlantic 10 conference wins for St. Louis. 18-1 this year and 11-7 to the number. I'm not going to give up on St. Louis just yet. I'm not scared of laying it again with them. Minus the 8.5. They do me right this time. Oh, yeah. Give me those St. Louis Billikens here in this one. We got Ohio State. We got Michigan. Great rivalry here. Basketball edition. I'll just be short and sweet with this one. It seems like a case of too many points here. I get it. Michigan has been a juggernaut this season. They were on a run there, blowing every team out by 30, 40 points. But when they've gotten into conference play, it's been quite the opposite. Actually looking here, Brandon Knoll is going to be out. I would have liked him in. That's just some more forward matchups there that can lean to Ohio State. But Puff Johnson here. I don't know if you guys remember that name, the former Penn State, North Carolina forward, the brother of Cam Johnson, who's on the Nuggets. A nice piece. He's 6'9", able to shoot the outside shot, can guard multiple positions. We'll see if he makes his Ohio State debut. I don't know if he's played already. It was about a week ago when I saw they signed him. I can check on that real quick. No, I have not seen him play yet. We'll see if he even plays in this one. Again, I would like him to get a couple minutes because they're going to need it against this Michigan front court. I still like Christoph Tilly. He can bang with anybody in the country, 7-footer here. So plenty of pieces on Ohio State. What else? This Amari Bynum kid as well, a 6'9" forward. Again, they match up well with Michigan up front. The two guards, special players, Bruce Thornton, John Mobley, both guys capable any given night scoring 25-plus points. I think Ohio State gets up for this one. Definitely think they can cover the plus 15.5. And if you're crazy enough and willing enough, a little sprinkle on that money line, I like Ohio State here in this matchup. We got Marquette. We got Butler. When I look at this one, I'm seeing Butler now laying 6 points here at home. Super high total, in my opinion, 160.5 with a Marquette on the other side who can't shoot a lick. What are they shooting? 331st in the nation in field goal percentage is Marquette. Almost unbackable. The three-point shot as well, 324th in the nation. 312th in the nation, again, in free throws is Marquette. I don't know, Chase Ross or nobody is basically this Marquette squad. When you look last year, Marquette actually won 78-69. A lot of these Butler players will remember that. Ajayi, Finley Bizjack, plenty of pieces on Butler's squad. Are they an elite Butler school program like years past? No. Here at Hinkle Fieldhouse, though, expecting them to get this one done. If forced to play, I'd be on Butler minus the 6 in this one. All right, final college basketball game we will discuss, and then we'll get into some of these odd sports here for you guys. We got Utah State. We got Colorado State. I'm seeing this one drop now to -3, 3.5 here with Utah State. You guys already know I've been mentioning Kyle Jorgensen on Colorado State. He's now finally back, but he hasn't done well coming back. He's getting back into the flow of things. Boise State loss, Fresno State loss for Colorado State. They did win their last one here, but are we really going to care so much about the Air Force blowout? Air Force is in shambles. They just let their coach go. I could argue that was just an easy cherry pick win for Colorado State. Easy low-hanging fruit conference win, really. Utah State's the upper echelon of this conference. Have not been playing well as of late as well. Losing to UNLV is a gigantic red flag. That's what happened last time out. Lost to Grand Canyon. But, still think they're the better team. Get back on track. They did beat up on this Colorado State squad back in December. December 20th? That was a 100-58 blowout win for Utah State. I think they get back on track here. I'm not going to overthink it. It's pretty short price to lay, -3.5 on the road. I get it. Colorado State plays some pretty solid basketball at home, but I think Utah State gets this one done. Do not overthink it on the -3.5 here with those Utah State Aggies. All right. You got your eyes looking right here. Frances Tiafoe, Alex de Minaur. Looking at this tennis match we have tomorrow, first off, it's just a massive line we're having with Frances Tiafoe, almost +400 you're getting with him. To me, career-wise, de Minaur's 3-1 head-to-head versus Tiafoe, but I don't like laying anything with Tiafoe. When he's -290, -250, no thank you. But in a dog spot, the way he serves at times, if he can get ahead via the serve, I can get on Tiafoe with plus money. Also, a pretty good athlete side to side in volleys. Sometimes, though, just technique gets the best of him. Hits a lot of balls into the net. That's what gets frustrating with Tiafoe. But I think he gets up for this one in the Australian Open here, taking on the Australian. I think Tiafoe pulls the upset off, and you get some fat plus money with it. Frances Tiafoe will take a shot on him. And then we have another underdog that I'm like, I got to take a shot on these two guys. Yeah, I already told you Frances Tiafoe. And now we have Botic van Dansjeloop here taking on Novak Djokovic. Djokovic and van Dansjeloop here are 1-1 head-to-head versus each other. Obviously, BVDZ is the 8-year younger tennis player. Djokovic nearing 40 now, 39 years old, I'm seeing. Almost 39, 38. So Djokovic, obviously all-time legend. But this BVDZ is a player to watch, and you're getting ridiculous fat money with him. I'll just leave it at that. I'm on the two fat dogs in tennis tomorrow. Tiafoe and van Dansjeloop in this one. Final game I'll discuss. We're going over to the soccer pitch. PSG let us down the other day versus Sporting Lisbon in UEFA's Champions League. They don't play their next UEFA Champions League game until Wednesday, so I would argue they want to bounce back here. Also, right behind Lens here in the French Liga, so they need some wins here. They want to finish at the top of the French Liga. Auxerre's near the bottom of the French Liga. When you look at these teams head-to-head, their last 5 meetings, PSG is 4-0-1. So there was a draw in the midst of that. But the -1.5 is covered in 3 of those games. PSG even had a 5-0 win back in 2023. I know -320. I said parlay piece possibly with those Tampa Bay Lightning. So there's a 2-teamer there. I like the -1.5. I like a Dembele anytime goal. He's been scoring goals. I think the only time he hadn't scored was the last time out, but it's been 2 goals, 1 goal here his last 5 matches. I like PSG to bounce back here and possibly bounce back on Wednesday in UEFA's, but I won't get that far. PSG all the way in this one, parlay piece with those Tampa Bay Lightning. If you like that type of stuff, really, really fat juiced lines there, but I'm doing the best I can here with you guys. There is everything for tomorrow's slate. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Real quick, I will show you what I have on the site. Actually, I have nothing quite up yet. I'll have something later tonight, early in the morning. So be on the lookout for that. But it had been very bad as of late. I'm saying of one of the worst runs I've had since being on Tony's. The June baseball run comes to mind, and then this. I believe we're on a 6-14 run. Losers of 9 straight or 8 straight bets. It was brutal. Finally got back in the win column here with the under in Hornets and Magic tonight. And then the Spurs got it done, which at one point it was tied 99-99 there in the fourth quarter. Was making me sweat. But opposite of last time out versus the Rockets, they turned it on. Good to see those Spurs get back on track. So there you have it. We will I didn't even show you guys what I was talking about. My bad. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Spurs and under got it done there for us. And here's the losing streak that I was alluding to. It was 8 straight losses. But that was since about Sunday. So I was on a week-long getting my tail kicked, coming on here all depressed and all boo-hoo. That's just my nature, guys. When I'm happy, I'm on cloud 9, and when I'm down and lose, I'm in the gutters. Obviously, you want to be a little bit more even keel, but that's just my personality. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, guys. That's all I say. Best of luck to everybody tomorrow. Best of luck to Sonny out there. Thank you for Sonny being in the chat. Good seeing you again. Don't sleep on those Nebraska Cornhuskers still. Best of luck to everybody tomorrow. Again, we'll have a great show for you guys tomorrow. NFL, UFC, college hoops, NBA, NHL, soccer, tennis, you name it. I'll be on it tomorrow for you guys' look ahead show. Saturday, I got to take the night off, guys. I got to watch my UFC first card of the week or of the year, excuse me. And I'll have bets, don't get me wrong, but we also got to watch these fights and get some handicapping in. A lot of guys that are on the undercard here, not the most well-known guys. Got to do the homework, got to do the research. You guys know I'm a big fight fan. So hopefully this weekend we make some big-time money. Best of luck to everybody out there. Again, this is the weekends. Click the link. Hop onto that. Good God, I can't speak. Click the link. Check out what I have on the site. A 7-day pass is recommended, 3-day, even a 30-day pass. Get you past the Super Bowl. So there you have it. Best of luck to everybody tomorrow. You guys make it a winning day. Peace.